So if you're looking for a low-cost budget smartphone in 2023, then the TCL 40 XL has you covered. Now, this device features a 6.7-inch display as well as a 50 megapixel that we'll jump into in a little bit more detail. But I definitely think this device will be a nice smartphone for most people, especially because it has a large amount of storage at 128 or 256, depending on which variant you actually pick up. Now, the TCL 40 XL weighs in at 195 grams of weight. It features some pretty decent materials with a glass front, plastic frame, and plastic back. And so it's not going to be metal materials or anything like that, but there are some things that I really like about the build quality, which is the side part of the device, which actually has a little bit of grip around it, as well as the top. And this device will actually feature a dual speaker setup. So if you're listening to music outdoors, or if you're on a phone call with somebody on the other end, I didn't have any issues when it came to hearing the other person. Media content actually sounds really good on this device too, because not only are you getting a nice display to look at when you're watching videos, movies, and social media, but also this device does have a headphone jack as well, which is going to give you a pretty decent experience when it comes to the audio quality. The TCL 40 XL features some really cool features when it comes to the camera. We're actually getting super macro movie video. We're also getting light trace as well as stop motion and high pixels. And so when it comes to taking photography on this device, it's actually pretty pleasing because the 50 megapixel is capable of performing very well on here. One of the things we don't have on this device is night mode, but I felt like it was solid when it came to low light, and it did capture photos very accurately and also with a lot of colors and saturation. As far as the video mode, it was the same deal. You were getting clear picture images, and the phone was capable of keeping focus as well with the EIS, electronic image stabilization, when it came to the video. So it didn't matter if you were walking on a pair of skates or just bike riding. I didn't have any issue with choppiness or distortion when I was walking, which was a pleasant surprise because this device comes at $139, and most phones at this price will have that shaky camera, and you'll actually need a gimbal attached to the camera to actually record without any distortion. So I was impressed with the stabilization on this device. You get a 50 megapixel main camera, a macro at 2 megapixels, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. On the front, you're getting an 8 megapixel that records in 1080 30 frames per second. So this device does feature some pretty nice outdoor visibility. It has a lot of battery optimization modes on here as well. So you can clean the device, you can optimize it, and you can actually keep it free of malware. You also do get 18 watts fast charging on here, and this is the dark gray color. So I was pretty surprised while using it. I mean, I could have got the 6 gigabyte model, and with the 256 gigabytes for an extra like $20, but this 128 4 gigabyte model was actually able to keep up with everything that I was trying to use it for. And so I was able to get through a whole day. When it came to the battery life, I didn't have any issues. The typing experience felt really good. The phone was really large in the hand. So if you have small hands, I just want to mention that you probably would need to hold it with two hands at certain times. But it's a low cost budget entry level device, and it features the ability to actually have 90 hertz refresh rate on the IPS display. So you're going to get a nice experience when it comes to scrolling with social media, browsing the web. You also get a 20:9 aspect ratio and 260 pixels per inch. So this device is fully loaded with Android 13 with the TCL UI 5.0, and when it came to like navigation on here, it was very accurate with the GPS system. It doesn't have NFC, but it also keeps an FM radio on board with USB Type C 2.0. So this device is fully capable of getting everything that you need done. It has fingerprint on here with facial recognition. As far as the gaming on this device, we did get the MediaTek Helio G37. So this is kind of an older processing chip. It's not very capable of performing with high graphics, but it will get you through a gaming session or two, and so the battery will hold up very well. And so I didn't run into any big complaints or headaches or hiccups on here when I was using it. For the most part, I was able to really enjoy the experience because the UI was pretty smooth as far as getting from point A to point B, with very little stutters and hiccups through the time of using it. So from time to time, every now and then, every device will have a stutter or two and may lag or hiccup. So now there was minor bloatware on here. We were getting apps like LinkedIn, LiveOne, a few other apps that I never heard of, but it had this whole folder with apps that you could actually were recommended that you install, but I definitely didn't install any of those. So just wanted to throw that out there, that there was a little bit of bloatware on this device. However, it was a really nice UI. I really like the UI that comes with TCL devices. They have their nice little navigation menu, and they have a nice camera, which is going to give you zero shutter lag, which is something that I was a huge fan of, because as soon as you tap on the shutter button, it will capture the photo immediately. I like the fact that this device features some really good stereo sound with the dual speakers, and so it's going to give you dual speakers. They're going to be one at the top next to the at the very top of the device you'll get a speaker, and then at the very bottom, so if you're gaming, the audio will come out from both sides. And this device has a nice little camera setup. It's rectangular with the main camera at the top, and then at the bottom you get your extra two cameras as well. And so I definitely think TCL did a good job when it came to designing the phone. It feels good in the hand, and it has a huge display, so you can definitely look at it outdoors without having to worry about not being able to see the screen, because the screen does get plenty bright even if you're using it outdoors. Now you can get a lot of things done on here. You could read, audio books. You could do Audible. You could watch, content like YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, things to that extent. So all of those things that, you would probably do, like texting, calling, browsing the web, and doing a little bit of shopping every now and then, I definitely think this device can handle it. So the camera is easy to actually follow. You get your portrait modes on there. You can also get autofocus when you're taking shots on this thing. It's going to be very accurate with the colors and details, while actually providing a decent color science, so that basically the finished product from the photos and videos are going to be quite pleasant and pleasing. So you get your Android 13 on here, so obviously this device is going to be, giving you some updates every now and then. I did get one update when I first got it, and so after using it for about a week or so, I can definitely say it's been holding up pretty well, especially when it comes to the, phone calls and user experience. The cameras are actually pretty surprisingly good as well. But let me know what you guys think about the TCL 40 XL in the comment section, and type down below. I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. But I'm going to get back with you, and I'll check you guys later. Watch another video in the left or the right hand corner, and I'll see you later. Peace.